Mic check one, mic check two, mic check, mic check. All right, good. What's going on, guys? Today, another trading session where we're gonna hope to make at least $1,000. That's kind of like what's always going to be our goal. It's like a grand, because a grand a day or even 3 grand in a week is pretty killer, right? If we're talking about 12 grand in a month, it's a possibility, and it's very easy to make that. And I'm going to show you how to do it. But let me show you what I'm looking at right now. Crypto bubbles, just because I want to follow along and see what's going on. Daily, not too bad. Finally, right? H bar is up by 5%, right? Ethereum and Bitcoin down just a point, half of a percent, right? XLM's up by 2%. Nothing's happening, which is good, right? So that means that the market's not doing too crazy. Weekly, yeah, remember, it sucked. Now this isn't the market cap. This is a little bit of everything, but you can kind of see what's been happening weekly. Hourly, 2% is like the average, 2.5%, something like that. Daily, we have some others that's coming up, not too bad. But we're trading mostly fiat, so mostly currencies. We're going to be doing two today. Bitcoin again, we're going to try to give it another shot to trade on it, and the Euro USD, right? So we're going to be trying those. I kind of already have some lines pulled up a little bit. I already looked at the market just to taste, but that was just like 10 minutes ago. So what we're going to do at this point is we need to kind of reevaluate. Kind of a little choppy. We'll leave that one there. This one is not relevant anymore. This one is about right here. So we could probably go down when we check the 1 minute time frame. And that's what we're going to do here. A couple of small trades. Yeah. And I'm going to put another one, this one right here. This way I can kind of follow along. This is like the one I need to pay attention to the most, which is right here. Do you see it? We're going to bounce off that. So as we're looking at the 1 minute, I was talking about going and entering. And we have a breakdown of that. There's our next line. And if we put like 1 minute and 54 seconds, we missed it, but that's pretty sharp. Let's see. That's a big power move, but we're getting that pushback. Do you see how I had that here before? It's coming down. So we want to see how far this is going to retrace back up. And if the next candle is going to push through this acting support. Just because now we kind of have a moment. Yeah, I'm going to enter here for like 1 minute 54. Probably going to reverse on me a little bit, but probably should have put like 2 minutes. But we're going to see. $250 is not too bad. Here, yep, good. 1 minute time frame and push up. That's our mark where we're wanting to wait for too. So this is our new mark. Overall, the direction is up, but we have a little bit of consolidation coming here. So we're going to wait on this one just a taste. Yeah, see, that's when we're waiting. So it's probably going to go down here. We got to watch out for this little moment here. So it'll travel down just a little bit. Engulfed up, but we have some huge rejections coming up. Let's go ahead and put 3 minutes up, and we'll try it here just to kind of enter a little trade test and see what's going on. It's always important to see what's really happening. And we're just going to sit and wait. This is the boring part of trading. I like to do it a little bit too to test the time frame. To see what we're doing. So we have a little $900 could be coming to us. We started at 160K. Mm-hmm. There we banked on Bitcoin. Very good. Banked on Bitcoin a little bit. And we're gonna see what this one is going to do too. Coming up. 2 minutes. Ah, okay. All right. Roll this one over because I think it will push up for 500. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Still going down. I see. We broke below that, and I'm going to enter down as well. 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Mm-hmm. Huge rejection coming up with such a lower on the countdown here, which is good. 5 minutes is kind of steep, but I think it will kind of come up and push above this just a little bit, just because what we have is higher highs and higher lows coming off of it. But we're gonna see. Could be a bit of a risk, and that's okay. To 250, we have some longer time frames. Is probably gonna pay out a little bit better. We're gonna wait and see. If we lose, we lose. It's okay. But now, then we'll know how the market's going to react. So now we know we want to be here. Bitcoin is paying off as well. Well, it was, but okay. We lost some. Yeah. 15 seconds. This could go over, but looks like we're going to retest this. Come on, go down. Here, that's where the longer time frame is going to be playing in for us. Right here. Yep. So what I have at this point is that I want to stay out of the Bitcoin a little bit and pay attention to one. So the euro dollar, because we're doing pretty good on it, and not to get overfilled. What I mean overfilled is like not to get overworked up and trying to put my focus on two different places. And that's a good tip for you as well, not to do. engulfing candle. I just expect this to kind of start climbing, but we're having this pushback here. Yeah, right. Remember, that's why we have this one here because that's where we need to go. But I see it coming up. There we go. And it's gonna close. I believe it's gonna close below this. I hope it does, anyways, because then we have another position to enter. Yeah, yeah. There we go. And here we go with some cash. Boom. 4,800 bucks. And here too. Because we're climbing up here. Very good. Very, very good. Now the next push down is going to be like right here. And the next one here. And I'm probably going to let it go down just a taste. Just a taste. Right there. And roll that over for 1,000. I have a higher high already formed. 480 bucks banked in. Ah, wasn't enough time. But okay, 1,400 bucks banked in. Like broken even here. Hmm. Mm-hmm. And where are we at? Okay. You don't see it right now, but we're way on above going up. If I roll that over to, mm-hmm. There we go. 2 grand setting in. There we go. There we go. Go on and creep up. Creep up for us. Another 3 grand. So we're already 3,000 in profit. That last one is a little bit risky, but we have like 1 minute, and we have an engulfing candle coming up. Right, we have a rejection wick coming down, so I think it's pretty good. Plus, we're already in profit, so I could take that risk. The reward is worth the risk. A little bit of rejection at 30 seconds, not good. But yeah, don't let it freak you out. Control those emotions. And there's that line that I placed earlier. Now remember, I set all of the support and the resistance, these little markers. I set these up on the 5 minute time frame because I'm trading on the 1 minute. Just because I wanted something a little bit relevant, but not too far out. Uh-oh. There we go. And boom. 7 grand. 10 grand in profit, 15 minutes. Boom. Just like that. Hell yeah. That 250 is like, I know you're going to go up. Come on, 15 seconds. Okay, maybe not. Not within that time. Okay, broke even. Either way. Okay. Now, a couple of things. It's a bit here. Do you see between these two lines? Um, when you're entering trades here, like fresh trades with time frame, it's hard to kind of get that time that it could go up to bounce off of that. It's very risky. So that's why I try to stay out of it. Now, if you have like short time frames, like I'm doing doubles. If you ever notice, like if I entered one here, going long, and then like I have like a minute left or a minute and a half left, and we're like bouncing in between that support and the resistance here, I might double up, just right here, just because I have a better chance for it to actually close out. Um, and that's kind of like a way to balance it out, right? So it's risky, but it still pays off. So when you're doing it that way, let's take a look. Oh yeah, good. But if you try to enter a new one for like 2 or 3 minutes and you're going long, for example, and you come up here to the resistance level, it can shoot down. And that's kind of like you see what's happening like right now, like exactly kind of coming back down. If it starts to bounce off of this right here, I could enter a trade for like 2 minutes, 154 to be exactly. But I want it to confirm, make sure it's not going to continue down. I'm pretty sure that it's going to kind of like bounce, like kind of like right here, how it does right here goes right. I think it's going to kind of do the same thing and then start to work up. But we have a pretty solid upward movement. If we come down to about right here and we break below it, now the market's going to be completely changing and it's going to continue downwards. But you probably would have already noticed that. Here we go. Do you see? Let's show you what I'm talking about. And let's watch it. That's why you need to make these lines on this kind of strategy. So you have them. Yep. See what I mean? Now imagine we got excited and we went short. Boom. Reversed out. We're going to wait. Still, we're too close to call it. Close to call it. Now we're in our position for a minute and 54. Boom. And I'm going to double up on that here. And I'm going to roll it over for an extra 2 minutes. 15 seconds, and I can go ahead and double up on that 500 because we got a big rejection and that climb up. Now, the only thing that I don't like about what happened just here is that because it's like a little over 2 minutes. Again, as you see, a lot can happen in a 1 minute candle. So the bigger the gap, the better. So kind of timing and learning this countdown clocks is very, very important. Don't want to enter a trade right on this either, like going up. If anything, as we're coming up close, I could probably enter a short trade. And if I was going to go against it, I would say for like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, something like that, and then enter a short trade going down. And you can see, because like I know it's going to kind of bounce off that. There we go, 480. There goes that 251. So something like that as well. Yeah, and I told you guys that the goal was a grand, but we're like 10 grand in. So, minute left. Kind of shaky a little bit. Still 9 grand in. For 37 seconds makes me a little nervous. Not too bad because we have some big cushions sitting at like 9 grand. But I still don't like to lose. And shit. Okay, I got greedy. Again, another example of how greed will completely bend you over. But yeah. Oops. Okay. We lost it, but not a big deal. And but it is showing that how right I am. Remember I told you like right back here it's going to kind of consolidate. Well, that's kind of what you got going on. Unless we break down. Yeah, we broke past. So the key point here is like right around in this area. If it starts to really go down further, then the good solid point is that the market's going to keep moving down. Liquidation coming in. I'm not really too worried about entering trades right now, just because my whole goal was $1,000 and we made nine, so I'm not too worried about that. A huge rejection coming down, but what's this candle going to do? So you want a good confirmation below it, below the support level. Yeah, say too risky right now. All right, so it's going to continue going down. Bet it's, yeah, it's right here too, this little marker. But I bet if I put 54 seconds and I go down. Where is that bouncing off of? We got something that's bouncing down. Mm-hmm. That's going to kind of come up. So just a little curious, just playing around a little bit this moment just to see. When you get this kind of like portfolio, 200 bucks is nothing. You can play with it. What? 10 seconds? Come on, it's gonna go down, but will it go down in 10 seconds? Did I miss the timing? 5. And I missed the timing. Okay, but missed the timing. 8,700 bucks in profit. Blah, 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 blah. And we'll wait. Got a few minutes left. Ooh, interesting moment. Yeah, that's it going down. We're waiting to see if it's going to engulf this. I think so. I think it's going to go up, to be honest. Like I thought it would. Yep. That was my marker. Now it's going to start power pushing up a little bit. Probably to like right here. But I needed a little bit longer time. I won't roll that over. Ah, it didn't let me roll it over. You screwed me. Ah, okay, fine. Keep your secrets. Hey guys, if you have any kind of questions, message me, let me know. Uh, wouldn't let me roll it over either. Whatever. A little bit of rejection. Makes me nervous at 21 seconds, but yeah. So we needed a longer time. What are you doing to me? Come on. Don't bend me over on this. All right. Super. All right. So what we got? If you notice the pattern here, we have lower highs and right here. So we break down below here, the pattern's going to continue. So however this candle is going to be, you want to do this job? I seriously doubt that you want to do this job. It's not always so easy. Like I've lost 30, $40,000 in 30 minutes. It's very stressful. So don't think it's just you sit down every day and you're like winning massive amounts of money. So it's not like that. There's a lot of stress that goes in between it. There's a lot of like paying attention. Sometimes you see numbers, like you'll dream about candles and wicks and all of that. And the worst thing you can do is literally start having a dream that you lost your entire portfolio. I've had those too. It's horrible. You wake up and you're like, you jump to it and you're checking, like, oh shit, it was a dream. Yeah. All right. We're 9 grand in profit. We're 30 minutes in. We're gonna start doing the longer live streams soon. But before I close it out, if you want to know how we can do it, maybe we can teach you how to do it. You can send me a direct message. We'll talk further after that. So if you really want to do this kind of job, I mean, like if that doesn't scare you, and you're ready to like put your nose to it, then message me and I'll help you for sure. But before I kind of close this one out, I do want to tell you that it's going to continue going down. This moment here, we're going to break below it and it's going to continue. This was our confirmation. This candle right here at 36 seconds before the candle close, it's already down. It's confirmed. We have higher, lower highs and lower lows. So this is where you're going to kind of go. Now you might see like a little bit of consolidation right here just because you have a few key points where this um, support is sitting. All right. Now this is, remember, these, what you're seeing, these support and resistance, these are all coming from the 5 minute time frame. So they're more solid on what's happening with the market. And there we go. It closed below it, and that's our direction. So, and then once we get down through here, maybe it will start to kind of climbing up here, but you just need to pay attention and see what's happening in the market as a total. So if we go to the 5 minute time frame, yep, there we go. See it? And then jump to the 15. There we go. Yep, it's gonna start going down because we started like down here and it's doing the opposite. So we jumped in, made our cash on that last push up, and I'm leaving it. So my direction was up. Now it's going down. We made our cash. We got out of it, and you go. So take a couple of wins, walk away, celebrate your cash, and that's all you need to do. So, hey, what's going on, buddy? So we're just kind of like watching the market right now. We're gonna close out soon. We've already made 9 grand, 169,000 in what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. So, Kevin, yeah, that's your name. So, yeah, we made our cash. We're just watching it. I just want to see how correct I am and where it's going to go from here. Just a bit of watching. Here's that pushback that I was telling you about. Bounce up a little bit. If it's going to power through. You can see huge candle, smaller and then smaller. That's showing me that we're going to have a little bounce back here. But now that we have a wick, it's showing that the higher price is getting rejected. But 38 seconds, there we go. There we go. Do you see? This is where it's going to kind of move a little bit and coming off the support from the 5 minute frame. All right. Now that idea is going to be broken if this closes below it. So expect it to come close, kind of touch back a little bit, and then continue down. Now, if you enter, yeah, so this is where I told you it's going to continue going down pretty strong. About right here, this is that big window. Do you see that big gap? Like how we were trading this big one here and this one, those are the moments, like those are the good trades. If you can catch like how it's going to close, it's very, very good. And even this one, even right here where you're at, if, for example, if you're going up, like right now, huge bottom wick, it's going to start climbing. And you have this huge gap. So if you have like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you enter a trade right here, you have a big chance for that to close as it's climbing up, especially if you kind of bounced off that support. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So if you just even count with it. My voice is still low? Okay. Well, what about now? Is this okay? Better? I don't know. I'm a trader, not really good with equipment. All right. What about now? Is this any better? Any better at all? Let's see. Better? No? More? Like more loud? Shit. Can't scream. My neighbors would be mad. All right, yeah. So I told you it's gonna bounce off, and you can make some cash for like 2 minutes. This is where that 2 minute would have already ended, and you would have made the cash. So you would have made some bank here if you would have went up. Now the other overall direction is up. Good now. All right, awesome. So the overall direction is up, but you can see with the short swing here. And it's going to continue going up a little bit too. You're going to have a little swing, but expect some bounce from here. All right, so 10 grand, and we're just watching. I'm not going to enter anymore just because I've kind of reached my threshold for the day. When we started the live stream, I said like, okay, I'm going to make a grand today, and we made 9. So like really, technically, what you could do if you trade 3 days in a week, your goal is $1,000 for each of those days. If you made 9 grand on Monday, you could just like take a pause from it. Don't really recommend that, but I would lower my goal amount for those remaining days and then also not risk so much. So there's that bounce down, and that's where you're seeing it, right? So that push is going to come down. So now we have a good pattern. And do you see right here? So now we have the lower highs and the lower lows. So it is exactly confirmed that it's going to continue going down, even here over that swing. So it's perfect. Yeah, and so we're gonna be closing out everything, but do stay tuned, right? So I'll be making some posts too, before the streams, um, kind of give you some ideas and stuff too. We're gonna be giving more information, hmm, different things, trying to answer some questions too. So if you have questions, um, write them to me, and I'll be sure to answer them. I'll answer them in video for you, as well. And if I need to give you an example, I'll show you an example. So yeah, entering a short position for about 34 minutes. A good idea too if you're going to go down. So you could don't not yet, by the way, because I shouldn't say that. I mean, like, wait for it's confirmed below the support level. Rejections though, interesting. A little bit of consolidation coming in. No, I didn't think so. Gotta watch, and you have to literally like bounce back and forth everywhere with this kind of strategy, anyways. If you're like ADHD, like I am, and you get distracted, like being able to go back and forth, it helps you in this kind of deal. Oh, we okay. All right, so that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. 10 grand in profit. Wow. All right, I'm happy. 9 grand in profit. Guys, be sure to join us Wednesday for the next live stream. Have some questions ready, and I will see you then. Until then, happy trading, have fun, and well, stay consistent. See you again next time.